Que rollo pollos, it's Joshy Poodoo, and it's a beautiful day in the land of pollos. Oh yeah, today I just want to focus on playing Minecraft, nothing else, nothing specific, nothing, no pre-planned, nothing. I just want to play in the land of pollos. I want one of those days, you know? Hello, Paco, a new addition to our world. Paco's our new companion along with Benito. Can't forget about Benito. It's always good to see Benito. I feel like I always have clutter in my inventory. I gotta figure this out. You know, I haven't been playing much off camera. Oh wait, this 6 does not go in there. I haven't been playing much off camera. Something about playing while recording and just talking to y'all is probably the most enjoyable way to do this, and I'm not so sure why, but that's just the truth. I think some of the things I should start doing is collecting food and materials. So I think I'm just going to start collecting some trees. I purposely put some cherry trees like everywhere, but they haven't started growing quite yet. My goal is for this entire area to be just like covered in cherry trees. You know, when I got the seed for this world, I knew it was a cherry crater, but I did not realize that the trees around it were going to be so scarce, you know? So I kind of want to try to beef it up a little bit and get a little more cherry trees around. I'm also going to try to eliminate any trees that are not cherry trees. Yeah. So I really like the vibe we got going on over here. Do I have anything that I can make a better axe out of? Let's do a diamond axe, because that's gonna help us gather materials a lot quicker. Yeah, I think that before I get building, I need to just kind of stock up. Actually, wait, I might have a bunch of wood already that I gathered at some point. Oh, I do have a good amount actually of wood. Maybe that's not my priority right now. What we can do, I think a zombie died in this entrance. What we can do is perhaps expand or just keep building that staircase that we started to the left. I don't even know what I wanted that to be. I just know that I wanted another way to exit. So we have one so far, which gets us out with Paco. And then we're gonna have another. I wonder if I should also put like fencing around this area. I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure if I want to do that. I might keep it like this for now. Oh yeah, I also don't love the way this looks. Looking back at this build, I want there to be a pink plank above. Let's get a pink plank above this pyramid. I think that's gonna look nicer in the grand scheme of things. Let's see how that looks compared. Oh yes, that's gonna look nicer. I like it. I hope you like it, Paco. I'm totally into that. Yeah, so let's go check out what we got going on for this staircase, because I know it doesn't really lead anywhere but outwards here. So one option is to kind of just keep pushing forward. But let's see what we got out here. Once again, it's just a whole hell of a lot of cherry trees, which is not a bad thing. I think I'll be okay with kind of screwing, or not, okay with mining some of them out the further they are, but the closer they are to the crater, I definitely want to keep those in the area. Yeah, so that'll be my goal. There's just a floating beehive. I also think I should just collect materials, collect food. That way, as I'm building and creating and venturing, I don't gotta worry about all that stuff. So I think I'm just gonna do that now. I did want to have some sort of animal farm. Maybe that could be next to the plant farm that we have already for all the crops. That might be a great idea, actually. I think the best animals to have in this game probably cat. Oh, I thought I saw a gamer tag. That kind of freaked me out for a moment. Um, yeah, I was saying the best animals are probably cows. I like to have a group of cows in one pen, and then a group of sheep, just in case I want to start building wool things or wool structures at any point. Chickens are pretty great too. I think chickens, pigs, honestly, pigs don't really give much, so I probably would do chicken, sheep, and then cows. What are you selling, sir? Okay, nothing too special. Um, yeah, so maybe I could start figuring out where a good area would be for that animal farm. Maybe not in this area. However, I could just kind of put it on the side. I might just do that actually. I might just continue what we have going on here and make it so animals can just live in there. Yeah. So I guess I should start by getting what I would need to get the animals inside, which is going to be a carrot, and then I'm going to need wheat for the sheep and for the cow. So let me go ahead and get. Do I have any of those? I think there's going to be a carrot in my inventory. There's not. Wait, I just got a carrot off the ground. I thought. So I don't know where that carrot went, but there was a carrot that I just got off the ground. Am I like growing carrots? I am. So we have a piece of wheat, and then we have a carrot. Wait, we're not going to need the carrot though. We're only going to need the seeds. Actually, we're not. I forget what this whole concept is. We're not making a chicken farm. We're not going to do it. I got to keep in mind the respect for Benito and myself. Okay? We are not making a chicken farm. I'm going to make that very clear, Benito. So let's go ahead and just focus on the cows, the pigs, and the sheep. Yeah, let's just do that much. Guess what I'll start doing? I keep going back and forth, but that's only because I can't tell if I have a shovel. Here's a shovel that's going to be fine and divine to use. Do I have a lot of dirt? I kind of just want to level out that area so that way the animal farm is somewhat symmetrical and kind of goes hand in hand with this other one next to it. So why don't we do a little bit of that just like this? Yeah, it's not going to be the most perfect animal farm in the world, but it should suffice. It should suffice. Here we go. Anyway, I'm thinking of making this tree. I might add this tree back in at some point, but I want it gone for now because it is totally in the way of what I'm trying to build. Let's see. Also, the moment it gets pitch black out here, I'm going to sleep because you already know my luck with creepers and skeletons. That is the last thing I need right now. Let's get rid of all of our stone. I was thinking I gotta have one of those copper golems at some point. Wait, why don't we make one? Okay, we'll save that for another day. But I totally need to make a copper golem. Yeah, that just sounds like a great idea. That way I don't have to do all the sorting on my own. The one thing I came over here for was fencing. Fencing. Let's just connect it to the animal farm. See, mobs are already starting to sprout over here. I think how I will want it is like this. I'll fill in everything that needs to be filled in. Maybe off camera, maybe on camera, but I think I want the animal farm to be about this long. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and put the fencing here. Not entirely sure how much space I'm gonna need, but I'm just gonna have three pens. 3 pens. Okay, I better get to sleep though because there's already stuff spawning in here, and I gotta do a better job of keeping this place lit. That's the truth. Nothing but the truth. And I can't even sleep. Goodness gracious. Okay. Well, I think we could be fine if we just stay away from the mobs. Where is that zombie anyway? Can I sleep now? Alright, looks like we're not sleeping tonight, boyos. But that's totally okay, because remember, we went to a place where we can build anything we want, rain or shine, day or night. And it is night right now. So we're just gonna keep continuing what we were already doing. Although I ran out of dirt, so I'm gonna collect some from this. I always try to collect materials like this in a symmetrical way, in a way that the land is gonna look fine even after messing with it. Oh, we gotta totally get a kitty at some point. The cat, I mean, in this game. 32 should be enough. Yeah, maybe I can sleep now. We'll try it after we place all of this dirt. Yeah, I think I might end it around right here. This will be the last. There we go. That should be the last one. And then we will fill this in. And the animals are gonna have just, oh my god, goodness gracious. The animals are gonna have a blast. What in the world? Oh gosh, hold on. Alright, now it's actually time to sleep because my hearts are low. I need to start wearing some armor. I don't know why I go around this damn land of Pollos naked. Okay, let's get back inside. Hopefully there's nothing preventing me from sleeping this time. Okay, perfect. Yeah, it was getting a little too dangerous in the land of Pollos here. I think I'm gonna fill in that dirt, put the fencing, and then I'll figure out how I'm gonna do the animal farm. It's gonna be a kind of a struggle to get them in here. It always tends to be that way. But let's connect this like so, like this. And then that does not look too shabby. There we go. Oh, is something trying to kill me? Oh no, I heard a zombie. Cool. And then when I get the rest of this dirt, I shall fill the rest of that dirt in. Here we go. Perfect, yeah. So I think I'm going to end this episode here, but I want to do this animal farm. I think I'm going to, in some way, split this 3 ways, or I might make another. Let's kill this zombie first. I don't know how you're even alive right now. You have no... Oh, maybe it's because you have a hat on. What was I saying? Yeah, I think I just need to fill in this dirt and get the animals in here, and then we can start breeding them for some comida. Yeah, so yeah, that's going to be it for today's episode of the Land of Pollos.